fucking page invites for things I don't care about at all.
I don't know, but we're live. Hello, ogres, and welcome to Stand for the Fire Demon. So it's been a couple of weeks. There's been a lot of shit that's been happening, including some bad things and some good things, and life continues onward, doesn't it, my friends?
Hey, something on your hand is like the light is hitting something on your hand, Remington. Like a glint off of something on your hand. What is that?
Gasp.
Our little boy got married.
I done got hitched.
Oh, shit. Hitch cocked?
His cock is now hitched.
Oh.
Forever. It's literally your name.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Way to beat the joke into the ground. Man.
Yeah.
Like the cock that got hitched.
That horse has the deadest cock I've ever seen.
And you've seen a lot of
dead cocks.
Dead horse cock. What the fuck is this
time working in
conversation?
NCIS.
What can I say? I'm a busy boy. All right. Well, since it's been a few weeks, Brandon was gracious enough to write us up a intro here. So, following a series of increasingly silly circumstances, our heroes ended up ringing a very off-limits bell in a mysterious bell tower. The bell's ringing brought forth a huge wave of undead towards the tower, and along with them a bright, glowing light forcing the undead forward like a wave. You waved twice.
I know. I realize as you're reading.
It's
twice. I did this quick.
It's always the worst when like you're typing something, you're like, yeah, that's cool, and then all of a sudden somebody reads it, and you're like, wow, I'm repetitive.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it just gets worse, my friend.
With little other choice, the Vipers took the extended hand of help from Lilac, like the flower, High Priestess to Queen Hazel of the Threewood. For those faithful viewers, and perhaps even the players themselves, you may remember the Vipers have twice scorned a meeting with the Queen. Following Lilac like the flower into a basement quickly led them along a strange path that ended in a pipe going upwards. Climbing the pipe, they ended in the business end of a large outhouse. So now, covered in the residue of peeps and poops, our heroes decide, what's next?
All right, you guys are in a
Peeps and poops.
Relatively nice. I thought you'd enjoy that, Rem. Relatively nice outhouse. It's got a wooden floor to it. You can see here is where the business end of everything comes from. That's where you do your business. There's a door in the bottom southeast corner over here. If you can see that.
Yes.
There's also a window where you guys are standing. You can see out of. And you see water. That is it.
It looks like the end of the grid.
It is water extending indefinitely.
And I'll show that to the rest of the people when I fix whatever the
Take
fuck
off
just
your
happened.
shirt. What happened?
My little shortcuts things stopped shortcutting for some weird reason.
Eventually, your computer's just gonna rebel with all the fucking plugins and stuff.
The worst part is that like I updated OBS today. All of the plugins that I have on this are compatible. Everything's good, and I did that very early today, so I wouldn't have any fuck ups.
Well, we see how that went.
Mm-hmm. So that just means I have to do it by hand.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
So, if you're joining us, we're not going to do a recap of characters again, but tonight, Xoasin will be played by me, the DM. I will control Xoasin for this one. We also have, meaning he dies, we also have Skiel, the little rat folk. We have Bucky, the vampire dwarf, and Ptyrl, Oinos, the Aarakocra monk. They're trapped in a bathroom, boys. What are you going to do? How are you going to get out of here?
I'm going to use the potty. No.
You're a drunk too, so it's going to be disgusting.
I'm going to walk over to the door and examine it to see if I can bust it open.
Okay.
Just go ahead.
Skiel goes over and opens the door.
Okay, so Bucky, you're investigating the door. and the door appears to be unlocked. And as you're kind of coming to this realization that the door is unlocked, Skiel comes up and opens the door.
Dang it. I was just figuring that out.
I had just known for real.
I'm going to step out.
There it finally
There's
goes.
leaves
God
and
dang.
shit.
All right, so you guys can see a whole bunch of stuff.
There's leaves and shit.
Ooh, a picnic.
Yes, so this is what you see. You are on a very small island, so anything off of the grid is just water. In every direction, you can't see anything else. Maybe if you had a spyglass, you might be able to see something in the distance. See what?
There is something really big and green at the top of...
Oh, that's through a window. Yeah, you can see that.
Oh, okay. Oh, that doesn't look too friendly.
Let me change it to eye. Okay. All right, so yeah, you're on an island. There are all kinds of exotic plants growing. There are lightning bugs flittering between bushes and things, and there's all kinds of different sorts of bugs. These lights here that are giving off a sort of glow are just kind of like those paper lanterns, you know, that sort of float in the air that you can release into the sky. They're like that, except they're floating maybe 10 feet up in the air. They're a big ball floating with light inside. Yeah, there's also a picnic going on over here, and there's a big old ape eating very daintily from the picnic. On top of this is a dresser. What you're actually seeing here, it's kind of hard to tell, is a dresser with a mirror. This is the mirror. And on top of the dresser is a cornucopia of food coming out. And the ape is eating from the cornucopia. Further this way, you
This
can
is some
see...
through the looking glass shit right here.
Further this way, you can see a bridge covered in a swarm of something mysterious.
Oh.
Some sort of bugs.
Some sort of bugs. Some kind
There's
of bugs.
over there.
There's some kind of bugs over here.
It's gross. Get him out of here.
So I think one of my things for Spy D is that he can see invisible stuff. But let me double check.
Yeah, I thought you had done like a infusion or something with him.
Yeah. I thought so too. Ooh. Steel Defender. Let's see. Where are my infusions? I didn't get to look through what you had sent me, Brandon.
Was it invisible things or was it ghosts that you could see? I don't remember now.
Infuse. Does it have a list of my infusions?
Why not both?
Por qué no los dos?
Okay.
Spell storing item. Warcaster, Piercer, Artificer, Initiate.
You're supposed to memorize the characters that I make.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
I don't know. For some reason, I seem to remember you doing that.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Somewhere you had stored something with magic and the stuff. So I'm going to say that, yes, Spidey can communicate. It can see invisible things for now, and then we'll look into it later and see if that's actually a thing.
Okay.
That you have. Spidey is kind of like clicking and clacking around in the grass here. And we'll say clicking and clacking and moves, we'll say maybe up to here. Sort of sniffs around in the overbrush.
He's sneezing?
Here, he's sneezing. And he comes back and he beeps and boops at you, Skiel, and those beeps and boops translate to lots of invisible little flying things in the bushes.
waiting in the bushes for us.
In striking viper hand motions, I say, and to Ptyrl, I say in my common tongue that looks like there's a bunch of small things in the bushes.
All the small things.
Well, given that we were just transported here from somewhere else, I'm going to say we probably shouldn't touch anything. Except
Meanwhile, I'm like,
except maybe communicate with that ape, because it looks, well, sophisticated.
I ask Ptyrl, is it because he's eating from a cornucopia?
Gently
You just
eating
hope
from a
he has alcohol.
cornucopia.
Yeah, he's not like stuffing his face. He could eat, realistically, this giant ape could eat this cornucopia in one bite. But I mean, he's taking his time with an apple and like he's savoring this food from the cornucopia. Also, Spidey tells you that Lilac like the flower, your little pixie friend, is here. She's invisible. She's right here. And she's very intently trying to be invisible, trying to hide from you guys.
So
she's kind of ducked behind a plant.
So I'm gonna like nonchalantly start walking this way, and like look past her as I stand there, and then once I'm like within arm distance, as I'm like looking around and looking at the ape and stuff, I'm just gonna like poke her.
Okay. Her invisibility immediately drops, and she goes ah! and screams, and she drops her very regal staff that she's holding, and her big floppy hat flies off, and she kind of shakes her tiny little hands and stomps her tiny little feet and looks at you, and she says, "That's not funny."
I pick up her staff and I hand it to her.
I pick up her Robin wizard hat. No, I don't.
She adjusts her floppy hat. She adjusts her floppy hat back onto her head, and the robe that she has, or not the robe, the staff that she has, you notice has like a hook on it, and at the end of the hook is a bird cage. There's a little bird inside of it, and the bird's like ruffling its feathers because she dropped the staff. But she looks at you. Yeah, it is Hedwig. No, it's like a little blue. We'll say it's a blue jay. A little blue bird of some kind. And she turns to all of you and she says, the queen's waiting for you if you just go up through the bridge. You can stop and have a snack with you want with the ape.
Snack sounds good.
Is that lilac like the flower?
It is lilac like the flower. Her clothing is made of many buttons, held together with just buttons sewn everywhere. Big floppy hat and a staff. I tried to make an AI generation of her, and I spent a lot of time and many days using tokens to try to generate her, and it just turned out not good. So couldn't get it to work right.
Oh, there it goes.
Hello, ape.
May I approach your cornucopia?
As you guys are walking, Xoasin says, "Are you guys insane? You don't eat anything in the Feywild. You don't touch anything in the Feywild. You don't trust anything in the Feywild."
I'm going to talk to the ape.
Xoasin stays back and he kind of like looks around and he lights a cigarette.
Wait, yeah, isn't Xoasin like part Fey?
Yeah.
I don't know why you continue to trust the Fey. They are pieces of shit.
Didn't know Xoasin became suddenly French.
Oui. The ape takes a step closer to you and gives you a big old apey smile. And he offers out what he's eating, which is a ear of corn.
Skiel immediately pops out and grabs that.
Okay.
His eyes light up. His little little whiskers shuffle on his cheeks, and
Yeah, you hop out and get this ear of corn, and it's mainly been untouched so far.
Mm-hmm.
And you dig into it.
Yep, 100%.
It is delicious. It's the best corn you've ever had, and
Hell
you are
yeah.
fully healed.
Oh.
You have the benefits of a long rest. You feel great, my boy.
My boyo.
You're the best and healthiest Skiel that has ever been.
Whoop.
I
Man, I need a
approach-
cool sound effect for when our life gets hit.
Is
What
there
about this?
anything? Is there anything that an Aarakocra might like?
There's booze.
There's worms.
There's cheese,
I will have some cheese.
and
Is
there's
there
cheese
blood?
and vegetables and fruits coming out of the cornucopia. There's I just picture like a Thanksgiving cornucopia you would see in a kindergarten class. I'm picturing like stalks of wheat in there too. It's a nice presentation.
Is there blood?
I will have some food.
Okay.
Can you output
as you
these as a higher in a higher resolution?
No, because I have to do them in this resolution for the WebM for the lights to work.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, which is kind of unfortunate, but it'd be great if we could actually do it, but we would all need copies of it, and it'd be a huge pain in the ass. But you can actually, if you're using this program, and Remington, you know this, can look at these maps in full 3D, like fly through them and stuff. It's really neat.
Yeah, at some point we're gonna have to like trade the file for it. That way I can like do stuff in.
Yeah, like in game.
Yeah.
All right, so Ptyrl, you dig in as well. The food is delicious. You have all the benefits of a long rest. Bucky, are you going to eat from the food as well? The ape is sitting there and he's like having a good time. He's enjoying it. He's leaning back against this fern kind of to his northwest there, the big purple one,
Yeah.
Did you
fanning himself with it.
Did you eat something too there, Bucky?
I'm not going to because I don't see blood.
Yeah, there's no blood.
Your
You hadn't taken any
pathetic
damage
mortal
anyway.
Sustenance. Your pathetic mortal sustenance does nothing for me.
I look over to Zoas and I hand motion at him. I feel great.
Zosin shakes his head. Absolutely not.
You're an idiot.
Well, Xoasin's also a fascist, so
I'm gonna take the corn over to him and
Oh, cute. It's trying to. Oh, hold on. Cute. It's trying to talk to me. And he slaps the corn out of your hand. Next time, do a better trick.
I cannot stand him being French.
This is how I hear Zosin. Fuck the gods. All right, but yeah, Xoasin does not partake, and he steps this way. And he says, if we're going to do this, let's get this over with, guys. This is me out of game as DM. I'm not trying to railroad you guys in any direction.
But go to
I
the
just
fucking
assume-
queen.
No. I just assume this is how Xoasin would be. We can spend this entire session with you guys bullshitting with Ape if you want to.
I'm pretty good. I'm really.
He's got a lot of stories.
I'd like to reiterate to the rest of the group that by and large I'm not the leader anymore, so I'm really just kind of playing an NPC just so I can play something until the next person comes along.
So
Yeah,
it's up
I'm-
to Bucky or Ptyrl for this.
Okay.
actually it would be up to Bucky or Xoasin.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna.
And because Ethan isn't here, we're now at the
Well, you are
lowest
staying true to his character, so
Yeah,
but
lowest
yeah.
point on the shit list.
it
I'm
falls
the
to your
newest-
milky shoulders, Bucky.
I am the newest member of the Striking Vipers, so it would not be me.
Skiel is technically now the newest member.
He wasn't officially inducted.
True. Well,
That's kind of a technicality there.
Yeah, SpongeBob meme. All right. The ape starts telling you guys a good story. It's about a time he fought a buffalo, and then he tamed it and rode this buffalo, and he begins to tell you many, many stories about this buffalo.
And this
And he will tell you
buffalo
stories as long as you want.
was the size of a house, and I wrestled with it. You can keep talking over top of me.
Yeah, and he just continues to tell this story for as long as you guys
3 days
want to listen to
and
it.
3 nights.
I'm waiting
Neither
for Bucky.
one of us ate.
You guys are kind of munching on stuff as he talks, and he's munching too. And you notice the cornucopia never seems to empty. As a tomato is taken, another tomato kind of rolls out. Stuff like that. And he just continues to eat. He never stops.
Ape, what can you tell us about this queen?
Well,
Queen Hazel. Well. He tells you in his very delightful apey voice that the queen is a very serious queen. She does not appreciate jokes. Do not joke with her. She's very royal in the way that she acts.
I'm so 100% making jokes if I can think of some.
Knocks out Ptyrl with my sword hammer.
Oh, that wasn't said in character. That was definitely that was 100% out of character.
As with any royal, she likes gifts. So any sort of gift she would appreciate.
Oh, Brandon, I have a question.
Sure.
Is the wood handle of my weapon reacting any sort of way to being in
the Feywild? It feels lighter, actually.
Yeah. Like the whole weapon?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, should we go to the queen then? I feel like we're gonna have to fight those swarms of bugs.
Why
Wait
do
a
you
minute.
think that?
Wait, if they're bloodsuckers, I'll just go take them on because I have no blood for them to suck.
Nom, 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 nom.
Be like,
Come
at me.
That's one of the many things you don't have to suck.
Aw.
So then the queen told me
Oh.
about the time that I hid in a tree, and I hid for days.
I'm just gonna
She searched for...
slowly.
Well, we
back-
need to. I
away.
believe we have to go see the queen now. But
Yeah,
thank you for
we
allowing
did.
us to
For me,
partake.
for-
We're late.
a long
I have
time.
a thing. It's scheduled. I'm sorry. I just can't be late to this
I
thing.
used the bush as a hat, and from there,
Hi,
I was
Xoasin.
pushed. Xoasin is standing at what you guys can see is a little bridge connecting these two small islands together. On this other island, what this building is that you can kind of see through the windows a little bit is a very small castle. A very, very, very small castle. Imagine fairy tale style spire pointing up, like something you'd see Rapunzel hanging out of, except it's 3 stories at the most. But directly in front of you is this bridge, which is swarming with wasps. Just fucking
Wasps?
lousy with them. Wasps.
Where's Yellow Jacket? He could take care of them for us.
Yellow
He's
Jacket
named after
loves
one.
wasps. The water around appears calm. It's about, we'll say, 10 feet down to the water from where you are.
Hey, Xoasin, can you, do a spell of just fire and just burn them all?
Really? As he says this, I reach out with some key and I politely ask. I say, "Excuse me, Wasp. We'd like to pass through. We're not looking to harm you."
Meanwhile, I ask Xoasin to burn them to death.
Standing here beside Xoasin is also Lilac like the flower. And she says, "You can swim around if you want. You just got to walk. If you want to walk across the bridge, you just got to be careful and they won't sting you." But asking them, they don't understand. They're just bees. And she kind of rolls her big eyes.
the bees.
I fly around them.
Okay. Yeah, you easily fly to the other side if you kind of circle around.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
take
you left over
Spidey
here.
and I turn him upside down and put him on my head. And then walk into the water and down through it and then up on the other side. Wearing his
I'm
head
going
like
to-
a breathing apparatus.
Okay.
I'm going to
All right.
activate my spider climb and then climb on the underside of the bridge to the other side.
Okay. There will be bugs on the other side of the bridge,
Well, fuck.
but you will roll if you choose to do that. There's rolls to get across the bridge. You have to roll nature checks. There will be less if you spider climb underneath.
Less? Okay. Okay.
Or you might get stung by a bee.
Would it
get
affect me,
fucked.
though?
Nope.
It
It's
wouldn't
a
affect me if I
Fabi.
did?
Baby.
It's a Fabi.
Nope, you're
Would it
immune to
affect me,
poison.
though, as a vampire?
You are immune to poisons.
Okay. So I'm just gonna say fuck it and just walk at a leisurely pace across the bridge.
All right. Do you want to roll nature checks to not get stung? Or are you just going to walk and if you get stung, you get
Am
stung?
I gonna take physical damage from it?
It's a bunch of
'Cause, like,
bees, but
yeah,
no.
but I'm also
I mean,
because we've been traveling in the day, I'm like fully covered because vampirism.
yeah, the danger of bees is predominantly the poison that does
Okay.
not affect you.
Okay.
So
So yeah,
Yeah.
They'll find
not
little
gonna worry.
places. They'll find little places. I'm sure that you'll get stung once or twice, but you make a fair point in that you're pretty much totally covered.
yeah.
And you also
And
just
maybe
say,
there's one
"Ow,
like that's just
ow."
kind of stuck in the thing, and when I get across the bridge, I just flick it.
Yeah.
Like, well, that was an inconvenience.
Xoasin is still on the other side of the bridge.
Oh, hi Zosa.
Well,
He's
because
a
I
rogue.
hate the Feywild. I hate it here. I'm just gonna burn these bees.
Wait, we're over here now.
Well, how am I supposed to get over?
Face step.
You're a naturist guy.
That's
He's
teleport?
going to use Mold Earth as a cantrip because he does love Mold Earth,
he does.
and he's going to make himself a little bridge
He's an earthbender
directly around here, and he just molds it out and walks across
and goes
Away
directly
from
into a
the
cloud
bees.
of bees,
right into the biggest bee of all,
right into the queen.
Albert Einstein.
What?
All right.
I'll be right back. I have to urinate.
Okay. Over here, yeah, I kind of got to pee
know-
too. I'll just go on Bucky's.
Xoasin strikes me as the type of person that if you know the dice game that that they have in the bars, he strikes me as the type of person that if there was a word that meant that they were not physical but in a different realm, he would hate those dice too.
The digital dice. I hate everything about them.
Excuse me. Oh, hello, anybody in chat who's still there. Saw Mama Fox. I don't think she's here anymore. Fuckface John, which is a fun name. Didn't see him in the list anymore, but that doesn't mean they're not here. You can never trust Twitch and how they actually have people listed in your chat room. Hey, Meaty, watch this. Hey, Bucky, your
Hello.
fly's down.
No, it's not. I'm wearing sweatpants. They don't have a fly.
No, but it was funny. That's all I really needed.
Hello, fuckface John. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not sure if Fuckface John is here anymore, but
I love the username.
oh, I'm not playing Tægen. I don't think I ever
Tægen's
actually
in-
loaded.
Tægen's in jail.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually loaded Skiel into here. That's okay.
Jayell. Jail.
Going to jail!
Ooh, Onyx is playing Pokemon.
I'll give
Pokemon
you
is
something.
playing
I'll give you an
Pokemon?
Onyx.
Gale of Darkness mod.
Isn't that the GameCube game?
I don't know.
Gale of Darkness?
No, it's a mod. He just said it was a mod.
Yeah, but wasn't there a Pokemon game for the GameCube called Gale of Darkness?
I don't think so.
It had Dark Lugia on the fucking cover. Yeah. Yeah, it was Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness.
If you say so.
I have distinct memories of this game.
What in the fuck?
What the fuck?
Indeed.
Sorry, I didn't realize it was going to be that loud.
Yeah, it was quite loud.
Why is it so loud? What would it be under? Global?
Global warming?
I have all of them turned down. Like all the sounds that can be coming from here.
Was it still super loud?
It was loud enough that I heard it.
Oh, okay.
It was more
I just
surprising
won't
for me.
play metal music, I guess.
Only play metal music.
Yeah, we still
No,
haven't
this
fully
is
figured
super
out
metal.
exactly how the controls work for each person.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got music
right,
going
so-
in the background, so.
I think that in choosing NWA is a little
Yeah,
risky as your musical choice, Remington, but
Hey,
I'm here for it.
thanks.
Okay, so this tower that you're nice looking, very tiny castle that you are outside of. There's a big front door. It's wooden. There's nice little carvings on it. You can tell that there's something carved. There is a window here to the left of the door where you guys can see through, and there's like a tile floor with some design on the tile itself. Lilac, like the flower, is standing here. I can't choose her. She looks at you and she says, Queen Hazel of the Three-Wood, right through there. You have to get through the door. But once you get through the door, you can meet her, and she's super nice. Most of the time. She's not nice sometimes, though. But most of the time, she's pretty nice.
I inspect the door because of the way she said it.
Lilac walks up as you're inspecting the door. What kind of check do you want to do? Are you kind of checking it for traps? Do you want to check it for history? Because there's
Everything.
like pictures carved onto it.
Everything. Traps, history,
Blood
explosive-
type.
Yeah, blood type.
My blood type is oak. Get it?
Oh.
Because it's oak. Like a door.
Ooh!
Aw. Okay, so give me a couple rolls here. I don't have a character sheet pulled up yet because I'm a scrub.
Grove is a cat, can't get no love from me.
You just have to let
I
me know
know.
which rolls.
Go ahead and roll a history first.
Okay, that's going to be an easy +0.
You don't know anything.
16.
Hey, that's
You
solid.
don't know shit.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
All right, that's a history.
I am Fey touched, though.
Yeah, that's true. Through a mysterious circumstance that I haven't decided how yet.
That was on the
It
spell.
was a
with Fey
book in the
touch.
monks.
Yeah, I just don't know
Library.
exactly what.
Yeah.
We kind of hand waved how that worked.
Oh yeah, and I accidentally gave you a fucking idea in a DM.
Yeah. Yeah, you did. All right. So 16 for history. So yes, this is definitely telling the story of a royal queen of a kingdom with a different kind of royalty than Pyrrha has. I'm trying to figure out how to word this properly. I'll stop being coy. This is the history of the monarchy of one of the kings of Iranid, the continent that Helens is on, that you're trying to get to.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the specific story of one royal. Their family crest you don't recognize, even with that history of 16, just because you don't know who this family is, that you don't know how famous they actually are.
I'm actually broadcasting everything that I'm recalling to the party.
Okay.
You can keep going, Brandon.
Okay, now
you,
do
Pyrrha.
a perception for traps.
Watch this be worse. It is 12.
The door itself does not seem to be locked, but there's a mechanism that will activate when the door is opened. And you don't know how it works exactly, but it'll do something when the door opens.
I'll go. I want to take a look at that mechanism.
All right, Lilac like the flower at this point says, well, you guys have fun. I'm going to fly in through the window and I'll see you inside.
Nope, I grab her.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll to hit her.
Roll a dex.
Just to like grab her.
No.
Yeah.
And her AC is where?
Roll to grab?
15. So you got to beat a 15 to snatch her.
Shit, I forget how to do this. I guess just unarmed strike.
Yeah.
You just uppercut poor Lilac like the flower.
Bam.
17.
With a 7, you got a 17. I guess you guys are 13th level at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you grab her. You get her on the scruff of her little back of her shirt, and she's trying to fly and her wings are flittering. She goes, "What the heck, dude?"
Nope. I know there's some fake trickery. So if we run into an issue going through this door, you're going to be here with us.
I'm gonna be here with you. You get it? Because the door, when you open it, there's bees that'll attack you.
Ha ha!
I mean, oh.
I'm
Sounds
going.
more
What
fake
can I
trickery,
use
to be
to
honest.
see if I can deactivate the mechanism?
Okay. I'll allow you to roll a perception
Okay.
to see if you can figure out how to deactivate it, but you're not trained to actually deactivate it.
Could I
I
have?
am,
If that
though.
makes sense.
Could I have Skiel help me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say in striking Viper's hand signals. Hey, Skiel, you're technologically inclined. Come help me look at this.
I come and help.
What's
Do you
your
actually know
perception?
striking Viper hand signals?
Yeah.
Skiel does, yes.
I was taught by.
So I'm the only one that they haven't bought.
Well,
I'm
I was
gonna-
taught by the Burn Man.
Oh,
It was
okay.
the original.
Yeah, you kind of missed that arc.
Okay. So I'm a roll with advantage.
Yep.
Wow.
A 12.
So basically what this mechanism looks like is the door, when you open it, kind of unscrews a hinge
Mhm.
underneath that will open up a jar full of bees. Like a big jar full of bees underneath the door, and the bees will like fly up.
Well, now that you told me this, can I try to disarm it?
Yeah. I will let you roll with whatever it is that you roll for thieves' tools.
I don't even
Xoasin's
fucking know.
going to come up and give you advantage.
Is it sleight of hand for thieves' tools?
It is. I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3 too. You'd think I would know
Yeah.
at this point. I know
Baldur's
it's
Gate
sleight
If
of
you have
hand.
Second
thieves'
one?
tools and they're proficient, you can attempt to pick the lock to add your proficiency bonus to the dex check. So it's just a dex check. If you are proficient with them, you get to add your proficiency bonus.
Oh, here we go.
If
I
you
can
had-
actually just click on Thieves' Tools advantage. 20.
Dirty 20.
20.
20.
So the way that you can disable this that you are aware of is without breaking the door. You can choose to like break the door and physically disable the mechanism. That's one option. The other option is to find something that smokes and throw it down in there to use the smoke to like calm the bees and then walk over that way. So it's your choice on how you want to disable it. With that roll though, you succeed. So
I
either
grab
way.
one of Xoasin's cigarettes, light it, and throw it in there.
You son of a bitch.
Thought he had to hand roll them every time. Because Xoasin's that kind of pretentious.
Yeah. Oh man, I used to smoke what were those flavored cigarettes called? I can't remember now.
Depends.
Cloves.
Yeah.
Those are adult diapers.
Oh, I used to smoke Depends. Yeah, that's right. Back in the before times.
Okay.
When
So
I
we can
smoked
go
Depends.
in now?
Dark times.
Yeah, whoever wants to go in. Before you go in, Lilac opens the door. Lilac goes to open the door. And she
Stop.
steps inside. Nope.
You violated the law.
Why can I not fucking move her? All right.
Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence.
And before you step in, she turns to you, Ptyrl. And she looks you straight in the eye. And she looks very serious. And she says, okay. If she clicks 4 times, you click 2 times. If she clicks 2 times, you click 6 times. If she clicks 6 times, you click 5 times. Bow half of the clicks unless that click is odd, in which case you don't bow but curtsy. And then she turns and walks into the room.
I'm gonna let out a what?
Lilac the flower. Could you repeat that? I was actually talking to Ginger.
6 clicks to 2 clicks, 2 clicks to 6 clicks. No, 4 clicks to 2 clicks, 2 clicks to 6 clicks, 6 clicks to 5 clicks.
Unless it's odd.
And then you bow. You bow
Then you
half the
curtsy.
clicks, unless it's a 5 click, and then you curtsy instead.
Okay.
Okay, I
feel
do
like
all of
this
that.
is the one line of that speech that Bilbo gives.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in.
Like half of you half the time, as much as the other half the time, and then halftime show.
Although I'm pretty sure it's a Fey trick. I'm in. I'm doing it.
I'm just gonna walk in and kind of just.
I got a 23 to remember that and do it exactly as she said.
Okay.
I added my proficiency bonus because we were talking about clicks. Which
Hey,
is
because you're a rat.
well,
Yeah.
mostly because it's a mechanical, action making clicks.
Mhm. Ones and zeros.
Yep, it's very binary.
Yeah. On and off, yeah.
Uh huh.
All right. The throne room was certainly grand at one time. The frames of rotted paintings are now overgrown with vines. The polished stone floors have moss growing between the tiles, brightly colored and with an overly sweet scent. In the 4 corners of the room are piles of huge pillows, and among them, many different fey creatures lounging. Each cluster of pillows is also home to a glass hookah with snaking tendrils leading to fey mouths. Whatever they are smoking is earthy, sweet, and extremely potent. Sitting directly in the center of the room is the platform on which the throne sits. The throne itself is golden, mahogany, and red velvet. Its 4 legs lead to clawed lion feet, and the throne shifts into a defensive posture. So when I say this, I mean that the throne literally is moving like on animated legs. On top of the throne is a human-sized female fey. She sits with a regal posture despite the shifting of the throne beneath her. From toe to neck, she would be indistinguishable from a human royal, someone highborn. Her head, however, is one of an insect. There are mandibles, and you think you maybe see liquid slowly dripping from a mouth, maybe? She focuses her multifaceted eyes on you and clicks 4 times.
I clicked twice.
I follow Tyrl's lead.
Me too.
All right, so when I say she clicks, she clicks her mandibles.
Yeah.
So how do you guys click?
I make Spidey click his metal feet on the floor twice.
Okay. So yeah, you guys all in turn. Xoasin, I feel like Xoasin would enter the room, but he'd be very unhappy about it.
He'd be off to the side, leaning up against one of the walls in anime style, smoking his cigarette, one leg on the wall.
So in these four corners here, you guys can also see a hallway leading, over here. The two figures that are actually in the room, there's a green hag and there's a Medusa. She's not hidden. She's got her snake hair out, although she is laying back on a pillow, and she looks very pleasantly enjoying whatever is in this hookah. There's also some pixies, like I said, floating around, and they're all enjoying whatever is in these hookahs. The queen has clicked at you. Lilac, like the flower, smiles, and like you can tell that you have done the correct thing. And then in your head, you hear the queen's voice. She has a very smooth, almost honeyed voice. Thank you very much,
Brandon.
Yes.
So we have to be kind.
I have a question about D&D Medusas.
Sure.
Do they work
Yes.
like actual Medusa?
Yes.
Well, actual Medusas don't exist, so.
Well, you know what I mean.
Fuck you.
You know what I fucking mean, Tyrl. Damn it. So they can turn people to stone.
Yes. If you look at them, you have to roll to not turn to stone.
Now,
But
Vampire v Medusa, what happens there?
Same thing.
Vamp v Med. Let me see.
I become a
if there's anything specifically.
vampire. I become a statutory vampire.
You make a Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you still have to make a Constitution saving throw. So.
But you're a dwarf, so you've got a higher con.
Yeah.
Hey.
I think you have advantage on that too.
I notice the Medusa through the reflection on the inside of my goggles.
Mm-hmm. Even the snakes are sleeping. Like, if this was an anime, there'd be the little snot bubbles coming from each of the snake heads. It's adorable.
Gross.
You hear the queen's voice in your head, very honeyed words, and she says, "Welcome to my court," and she motions around. She is sitting on a throne of
lies.
It looks like a planter full of like a planter full of like moss and shit, like multicolored moss.
Rem, you almost made me drench my fucking monitors.
Ew. Sick.
Gross.
Instead, I inhaled all the water, so we're fine.
Okay.
And she says, "I offer each of you something, each of you a gift.
I want
Even
a
though
Christmas present."
You have turned down my invite twice now, and the things that I've asked you to do twice now, I will be kind, because I am a kind queen, Queen Hazel of the Three Woods."
You've asked us to do things?
Yes. Oh, she has.
Yep, a couple times.
Twice, to be exact.
Oh.
Only one time though that I was present for that I remember.
Me slowly turns to Xoasin and gives him the visual middle finger.
Yeah, actually, yeah, both were rejected on Xoasin's order.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. The second time, our not sixth player for a while made a deal with the queen and kind of disappeared.
Yeah.
So she is speaking in your head at the moment. Although out loud she is still clicking, although she doesn't appear to be clicking in a way like a distinctive click. She's just kind of clicking quietly as her mandibles chew and she drips venom from her gross bee face.
I know if it is a language, I wouldn't be able to speak it, but does it sound like it would be a language, or just it's random clicking?
That she's clicking?
Yeah.
Is it a language at all? Because if it is, I can understand it.
It is not. It is the
Okay.
slow chewing of a bee.
Okay.
A hungry bee. A bee who just wants to suck the pollen from every living creature.
That's not how pollen works.
It is now.
Pollen. We can
I
give
mean,
her
it
some
kind of
pollen.
is, but it's not a creature.
I'll give her some pollen, all right?
I'll give her my seed. I mean, what?
You guys are gross. Grow up.
You brought it up, fucker.
Put my stamen to the test.
My scapula.
All right. I hate you guys.
Scapula is a human thing. Not
So,
a bee thing.
My uvula.
I did something from Greece too.
Yeah, I got yours. Yours was fine.
Who the fuck is Grease 2?
Electric
No,
Boogaloo.
Grease 1.
Out of all the Greases,
Well, Reproduction was actually a pretty damn good song.
so the queen, basically, to make a long story short, is tempting all of you with a gift of some kind. She lays out in front of you that I'm offering you these gifts because I'm a merciful queen, because you have chosen war against the Feywild at every opportunity, at every turn. You have chosen to go against the Feywild, except for you. And she points a slender arm towards you, Skiel.
Actually, I don't think I've ever chosen war against the Feywild.
I just did what I was told.
He kind of strokes with her hands her bee face for a moment and then turns her eyes towards you, Buckenwald, directly towards you, Buckenwald, and she says in all of your heads, "That's right, actually. The one who has scorned us more than even your friend who is part of the Feywild," and she points towards Xoasin, "would be you, my dwarven friend. You, not twice, but thrice,
Thrice?
have fought against the Feywild. And for that, you should be put to death. However, I offer you a gift.
Well, I'm technically already dead, so...
You would be put to, I suppose in that sense, we would
Death.
tie something very heavy to your body and just throw you into the endless waters of the Feywild.
Yeah, that wouldn't kill me. I don't need air.
We wouldn't kill you.
You would just be there for eternity.
Be
Bucky.
there, Lilac
Bucky.
says, and then laughs.
Fuck off, Brandon.
Lilac, it was Lilac.
DM. Hey, DM, Brandon,
Yeah.
sir, Mr.
Sure.
All-knowing DM.
Mhm.
What are these times thrice?
Thrice is 3.
I know what thrice means, damn it.
Oh. Well, you know, young.
I didn't think thrice was just the conjoined term of throwing rice, okay?
I love
It's
the
not
thrice
a very
at a
commonly
wedding.
used word. It's so good too. A lot of people think it's fake.
Thrice.
So, what
You don't know. As a
I-
character, you don't know.
I don't?
Well, I mean, if you as a player have any idea what it might be, but nothing is springing to your mind as like, what have I done to piss off the Feywild?
If I may ask, if I may be so bold, what exactly are these thrice things that I have done?
Lilac like the flower giggles again.
Mhm. She loves the bee stuff.
B.
What have I done? As I kind of slowly, like, turn slightly so that the handle of the Feywild wood handle of my weapon is hidden by my dwarven thickness.
Yeah.
Just,
Uh,
aw.
she
I knew I
says-
should have leather wrapped that.
She says, you stole. You stole from the aunties. And she points behind her to this hag who is laying on a pile of pillows.
What?
And the hag looks at you and shakes an angry fist, and she says, "You stole my mithril!"
Wait.
Oh, yep. That's from,
Oh,
from the sewer.
Oh, shit!
Aha.
But that wasn't a fae. Wait, are hags fae?
Yes.
Well, I'm an idiot.
She says, part 2.
Okay.
You've trashed the Feywild, and all of you have trashed the Feywild, but you specifically took part of the Feywild with you.
Wait, when did I
Morphed-
trash the Feywild?
You've trashed it already.
Our presence trashes.
How did I trash it?
If you look at your feet, first off, you have much grass on your feet. That is Feywild grass that has now been tainted by whatever it is that your feet are.
Who put their taint on the grass?
But more than that, she says, and Lilac giggles at the word taint. And Buckenwald, you and Lilac share a laugh and Buckenwald realize, maybe I shouldn't share a laugh with somebody who's effectively a child. Maybe I should just grow up.
Yeah.
Savage. Fucking savage.
I'll give you that one. That was good.
And then you remember
I-
taint.
To her mentioning the
good.
grass, I reply, fair point.
And she says you've also eaten quite heartily from Feywild's bounty, which I wouldn't say is defiling it so much as really enjoying the bounty of the Feywild.
Skiel puts up a pointer finger, and then points at Lilac like the flower.
Okay.
Yeah, she did tell us we could partake of the ape's food.
Yes.
That's point taken.
And the ape didn't
An
Act
ape
as if
offered, actually.
offending
Okay.
the ape by taking any.
Then I take what I've said away from you, Ptyrl. But that still stands, and then she turns back to you, and if a bee could glare, she glares at you, Buckenwald, and she says, that still stands, that you've taken the Feywild and you wear it casually upon your hip. And then she does one of these things at you, like, turn around.
I crafted this with...
Every now and then I... Oh, wait.
I crafted this with every ounce of my skill. I put all of my skill and hard work into it, and my craftsmanship to the best of my ability. I wasted as little as I could.
And thirdly, thricely,
The thrice time?
the thrice time, you cursed a creature of the Feywild to eternal damnation.
Ooh.
What the fuck? When did I... Okay,
Ooh.
a few follow-ups there. When, who, how, why, and what?
You have, I believe, a bag on you, correct? A bag that when you reach into it, you pull out animals, correct?
Oh, shit.
Do you
Yes.
know, have you thought of where those animals come from? The animals that you throw out?
I know
I
what
thought
she's
they-
talking about.
I thought they were just conjured
They are
like any conjurer would.
from the Feywild.
That I did not know.
You've wiped out so many baboon families.
Okay, out of game, I've hardly fucking used that thing. And if she's gonna yell at me for the fucking bear thing, I was not even present during that session when that decision was made. Motherfucker.
It is the bear thing that she is referring to.
I Buckenwald J. Anvil-arm, wasn't even here for that.
Wait, what's the
I
J
will
stand
give
for?
you.
James.
I'm done. Bye, guys. It was nice playing D&D with you.
I will give you that you weren't there.
Fucking
So I
James.
know that this is slightly unfair that this was a decision, but let's also be fair.
You forgot I wasn't there.
No, I did
That's
not
why.
forget. I did not forget you weren't there. My thought was, would you have fought to not have the bear sign the contract to keep you guys out of this?
And the
I
answer
feel
to that
like you would
question
have
is
been
fucking
100%
no.
behind it.
You are on
Yeah.
board.
Probably.
You
you're
would
not
have been
wrong,
on board.
But still, why would you make a story beat of a point that I wasn't even there for?
It
Well,
was
part of this too was supposed to be on Xoasin, but since Ethan's not here, I kind of had to shift some of this last minute.
Oh, okay.
so now
I see how
you
it is.
get the shit end of the stick, just like
Son of a
always, poor
bitch.
Bucky.
No, but I did have in my
Fucking
notes, to be
asshole.
fair, in my notes, I had that it was Bucky that she was going to be most pissed with. Because
Well-
Bucky made a weapon, and you did steal. Well, wasn't it Xoasin who stole the chainmail, actually? Who grabbed it from...
Ooh.
Yeah,
the
Xoasin stole it
statue.
for me.
Yeah, he stole it for
Oh,
him.
yeah, that's right. And then
Yeah.
Bucky made the chainmail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did I do anything? No, I did do something with it. Didn't I make a...
You made chainmail.
You forged it into chainmail that Xoasin wore until very recently.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now it's in
and
the
the
bag of
queen-
holding.
Hey, we can give it to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
I
give
mean,
it to
I'm
her.
willing
The queen
to give
says,
it
so
mithril.
how do you intend to make this right?
Okay. Well, first off, I'm going to reach into the bag of holding. I'm going to pull out the mithril chainmail with a flourish.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna haphazardly yeet it over to the hag, like just till it lands in front of her.
Fuck.
Wait,
Okay.
wait, hold on.
Snatch it out of the air and then lay it at the queen's
Wait,
feet.
hold on. Did we give that to the dragon?
No, we gave a cape to the dragon.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. It was a cape. Okay.
There was a bunch.
Okay,
It was
I'm not
like
gonna
a
throw it.
big.
I'm not going to throw it. So I will pull the chainmail out with a flourish, and then I'll like present it and lay it at the feet of the queen.
She has feet.
Yeah, but are they on the ground?
She's sitting.
The
She has feet, she just doesn't have knees
Yeah.
because bees don't have knees.
That's
No,
the
they are the
bee's
bee's knees.
So
all
first
of us
off,
are awful.
I will happily give you back the mithril.
The hag walks over to it and looks at it and begins weeping loudly and disgustingly, and boils are popping on her face. And
Gross.
she's holding the mithril and she's going, "What have you done to it?
You can wear it as a shirt now.
I don't like shirts."
Tits
I
are
could
popping
turn it
out.
into
Just-
pants.
She's just a shirtless old hag with wrinkly old witchy
You
titties.
could melt it back
Wrinkly
down.
old
And turn it,
hag titties.
you could melt it back down for her and turn it back into an ingot.
She has
No, because it was a sheet of chainmail initially.
she has very nice
Oh.
pants. She loves pants. You can tell that.
I could craft that into something else for you, or I could try to return it to its original state, but that would take time and tools that I don't have with me. I would have to take it, do that at a later point in time, and then return it to you.
Oh, what a world! And she's like rolling around with it and gnashing her teeth and kicking her legs. And Queen Hazel
Moaning
is sitting
sexually.
there. A little bit, yeah, it's gross, but like in a
I
really
don't-
gross way.
Because she's a hag.
Gross.
Yeah, it's disgusting. It's like, no, I'm not even going to go there. It's gross. So the queen is sitting very properly the entire time and she's watching this. And then
Okay.
she motions her hand and she says, "So it appears that issue has not been resolved, Buckenwald."
Well, I offered a way to resolution.
I offer
Death.
a way to resolution as well.
Is it my
I
death?
offer a hand for all
if
of
it's
you.
my death, I'm not going to accept those terms.
It's not your death.
I say, do you want me to heat the metal? I got heat metal.
Okay, here.
It would take
how-
forever.
You and yeah, between you, me, and Spidey, that should be a TV show.
You, me, and Spidey.
We could. How long would it take us if we did really good and really quick work to turn this back into a sheet right now? If he has heat metal, I have like some rudimentary tools. And
Okay,
then
so if you-
sure Spidey with his like little pincers could help us.
If you remember, this was like a big sheet of chainmail.
Yeah.
And then you cut it into a shirt, and you did something else with part of it too.
And I used them.
You made a hat too for somebody.
Well, I still have that on me, I think.
Oh, do you?
I think I gave the hat to Tægen and the shirt to
Xoasin, yeah.
Xoasin. And I think I would have taken it off of Tægen before he got taken away.
Okay. So you could do the whole heat metal Spidey routine, but you're not going to be able, without proper tools, to be able to turn it back into what it originally was. But you could melt it down into like a sheet of metal or something. You could definitely do that.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna list
That would take
these
time.
options out to the hag and ask what she wants to do.
I will accept it. For one thing.
One thing.
Yes.
Okay. What is that one thing?
Your little finger.
I pull out my dagger and I just and then yeet.
That is such a
Lop off your finger. Yep.
out of character. I'm not gonna say in character.
Oh, I probably shouldn't do that.
All right, she snatches your finger out of the air when you yeet it to her, and she smiles very broadly, and she leans in and she looks at it, and then she reaches up between her bare breasts, and she has like a little locket, and she pops it open, and she puts the finger in this little box locket, and she smiles, and like she holds the locket. And then she looks to the queen, and she says, "I am pleased." And she walks back.
I'm gonna
To the pillow.
turn to Skiel and then in Striking Viper's hand signal, just be like, sneakily go get that back.
You don't quite understand him because the word sneakily requires a lot of pinky finger movement in Striking Viper's
I
hand.
have one pinky. Like, can you discreetly go
Get that hat? I don't know what get that hat means.
the finger? I shout in Striking Viper's hand signal.
Okay, so she says to you, well, that solves one thing perfectly.
Yeah.
There are still two more things. The weapon that you have, I would not ask for the weapon back. It has been sullied beyond repair.
I have been using the weapon for good, if that is any consolation. And I will strive to only use this weapon for good.
I had reports from some of my fae in the cities that you fed off of a very old man. Now, I don't judge you for feeding off the blood of a human.
The old man was old and in a lot of pain anyway. I simply released him from that pain. That's how I saw it.
I glare at Bucky.
Hey, I could be feeding on you, Ptyrl.
He was asking for it.
Hey! Okay, she says, actually, roll me some charisma checks.
I
Like, you're
feel
playing
happy.
along, but...
Some charisma?
That-
I'm charismatic as fuck.
Yeah, it's true.
roll me
He
some
is.
Charisma. Oh, I know.
I'm gonna persuasiveness.
Persuade her.
That was almost a natural 20.
I got a 19.
19.
All right. So you will carry on the name and the power of the Feywild through your weapon. You will
We're gonna
Like this
strike.
correctly.
You will strike the heart of evil in the name of Queen Hazel of the Threewood. Click, 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 and she's
I'm
drooling
going
a lot more
to,
now.
as she says that, I'm just gonna side eye to Xoasin until he's like just in my peripheral vision
Okay.
to see if I can get some sort of read off of him.
Skeel's just
From that
nodding
statement.
excitedly, like, yeah, you should totally do that.
Xoasin looks at you and he like rolls his eyes, and then he looks at the queen and he kind of shrugs. Like basically what he's striking Viper's hand signals and body language is saying is, do what you're gonna do, dude.
God damn it.
He seems like just the fact that you're talking to her is beyond what you should be doing.
Yeah, but we're kind of stuck here otherwise. I will only use this weapon for good. Not for any one person, but for the good of the world, I guess. I fight for... Why is Xoasin just doing 360s in the corner?
I don't know, but
He's-
nobody else can
Xoasin's-
see it either because I don't have the map down.
Zeus is doing some sick spins on the floor. Just out of nowhere, he's going crazy.
Using Striking Viper's
He's a b-boy.
dancing. Yeah. So should I persuade with that as well?
No, I think the 19 will still carry as far as that
Okay.
goes. And she says, but I offer you and all of you power to serve in my court, to forgive the transgressions that you have shown against the court, and to
You
offer you
wiped
my
my slate
power.
clean.
Yeah, and I'm like, it depends on what that means for us. I have mistakenly taken on power of my own, not free will, drunken free will. And I don't know if I would willingly do something like that.
Oh, this is very simple. Lilac at this point, like, kind of claps her hands and she says, yeah, this is pretty cool, guys, so listen to this. And then the queen says, you will give me your unwavering support as your patron. I will call on you from time to time to do things for me, and in exchange, I will give you the power of the Feywild, channeled behind what you do. And what this translates into out of game is that you will immediately take a level in Warlock, focused on the Archfey as your patron.
That's kind of cool.
So this is an option if anybody wants to dip into Warlock for a level. This will be outside of the level up that will be coming soon, but there is more to it. Like, you are entering a pact with an Archfey if you decide to become a Warlock or take a level in Warlock. For
That's
Eldritch
actually,
Blast.
I might actually do that. Let me see what. Oh God!
I'm gonna go pee. You guys think for a second, okay?
Discuss.
One level of Warlock would actually do.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. Warlocks are neither warlike or locky. Discuss.
Discussions. Tyrrell, what should we do?
Oh, we get fairy fire and sleep.
I already have fairy fire.
Is that just sparkly fire?
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool.
It makes stuff easy.
But
to hit.
what could the
Fairy fire exposes invisible characters.
Okay.
Just as one thing.
what could the catch of this be though?
Oh, there's definitely going to be one.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm saying, what is this? And I doubt we're going to know what the catch of this situation is until we say yes. So I'm not entirely sure what the best course of action is.
Okay, that's the first one.
Snake dog, dog eating a snake. Wait, other way around. Hi, chat.
Hi, chat.
Hi.
Hi.
We're over here in the Feywild.
We are over here in the Feywild. Look, now we're all cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. We're all in the center of attention.
Do the dueling ogres dance.
That's terrible, Mama Fox. I don't approve at all.
You don't approve of snake-eating dog?
No.
I saw a picture within the last couple of weeks of like a boa constrictor that had eaten a baby deer.
Yeah.
It was dummy thick
Get out.
because of the baby deer.
Yeah. That's a lizard, boy.
Interesting.
You're a lizard, Harry.
Blood. Everywhere.
Damn.
Yay!
Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be
Oh,
friends?
damn, that ate, like,
Why can't we be
a lot.
friends?
Of my CPU.
So, Mr. Tyrrell of the Oinosian variety.
The one thing that sucks is that that warlock is int based.
It's based.
Yes.
Damn.
Emotional damage.
I just heard Wilhelm scream in my right ear.
Yep.
Wilhelm, no. All right, so did you guys come to a decision? Xoasin, I assume, would say no. I
Yeah.
think it's very safe to assume that he would say no.
That is a safe bet.
What's the catch to the situation? Says Buckenwald Anvil-arm. Buckenwald James Anvil-arm. That's lore now, by the way.
There actually is no catch to this whatsoever. You would serve me, and in the afterlife, you would serve me now, and you would serve me in the afterlife in my court. You would become part of the Fae. You, and she points to you, Ptyrl, are already part of the Fae in the Feywild. You already have one leg here, as far as it goes. So you would serve me in the afterlife as well. I am part of... To dissuade your fears, I'm part of what is called the Seelie Court, considered the day court. So we may have hags and things in our service, but we also serve a lot of the light creatures of the Feywild. And big apes, too.
Serve them lots of food.
They love them.
We love them. We love them, big apes.
I feel like there's some fine print you're not telling us.
Well,
Another
yeah,
curve
you now have a powerful patron that provides you power. That's how warlocks work.
Out of game, you would gain a level in Warlock. Warlocks serve their patron, so the patron, your power comes from the patron. So you get magic and shit, but it comes because the Arch Queen is giving you this power. So you kind of got to do what she says whenever she asks things of you, because if you don't, she can just take your power away.
So it's kind of one of those things where, like, by and large, unless it's a really big story point, most DMs don't have a major part of a patron asking you to do something. But in this particular case, if most of us took a level in Warlock, there could be some pretty big story beats that come out of that.
You guys are pretty entwined with the Feywild, story-wise already.
We've been doing stuff pretty much that aligns with what they've been asking us to do anyway.
The only thing we haven't really done is given the scroll to the king. Or did we do that?
No, she offered the scroll to Xoasin, and Xoasin said no.
Yeah. So, I'm going to do an intelligence, like a history check.
Okay. I'm going to message Ethan.
Ask him if he would do a Feywild thing.
So it's...
God damn it. Never mind. I was just going to see if I knew anything about, like, the Seelie Court or whether Skiel does. And what he might know about the Seelie Court. And
Skiel knows nothing about the Seelie Court.
He knows fuck all.
If it's not oily and wrenchable, Skiel doesn't care.
It's true.
He loves gaskets and
cogs. God, I love cogs.
Loves cogs.
So
give me a
many
good
cogs.
cog any day. Cog crazy.
Cogs coming out my ears. My big mousy ears.
I have a response for her.
Okay.
Can I be granted... how do I phrase this? I am willing to accept this. However, a condition I would want assured is that I would do nothing. I would be asked not to act directly against Enterog. Until such a time that if as a group, decide something must be done.
She like clicks her bee mandibles and she says in your head, of course, I love Interog. I love the Demon King. That was what my note was to offer my hand in marriage to the Demon King. Unfortunately, things have gone astray, and now, if you take my patronage, I have something a bit more personal for you to do for me.
God damn it! Do I have to sleep with her?
I ain't fucking a bee.
I already fucked the demon snake, so I'm good.
How do you guys think this? Why would your brains immediately go to you gotta fuck the bee queen?
Because it's
That's why
us.
D&D players get a bad
Jesus,
rap.
We're
right?
fucking stupid.
Just because the hag had bare breasts.
there is probably
Bare boily breasts.
There's a very good chance that Ptyrl will take it, but his spellcasting will suck ass. Because warlocks are charisma based.
Yeah.
Just everyone will just be constantly saving against his shit.
Okay. Out of game, Brandon, do you want us to do this?
This is entirely your guys' choice.
Okay.
There is no... I'm not putting this on you in any way. This is entirely your choice. If you choose it, I will make it work into the story. If you don't choose it, then
Sure.
I will also make it work into the story that you, for the third time, are flipping off the Fey Queen.
Well,
But you guys you guys don't feel threatened. At this point, you guys don't feel threatened at all. You don't think that anything bad's going to happen if you say no. It doesn't have that kind of feel.
Yeah, there's like a 95% chance that Tyrl's gonna take it. So
Yeah.
Yeah. The vibe is
Yeah.
pretty chill in here.
you guys can definitely feel that Tyrl's leaning on it hard.
I want to know something first. Can you give us some reassurance that anything you would ask us to do would not go against the kingdom of Pyrrha in any way? God
damn it, Bucky.
Did I miss that completely?
You said against the king, so technically
Well,
Bucky's question is separate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already, after our interaction with the king, haven't thought he's the most swell guy.
True.
So I don't really care about him as much as the kingdom of Pyrrha itself, like the people. I don't want to be bound to something that could be used against the common person.
The queen says, I cannot promise you that, but I can promise you that I have knowledge, if you were to take my patronage, that would surely sway your opinion on your feelings about the king. I mean no harm to the king. I mean no harm to the kingdom of Pyrrha. One of my 3 woods is in Pyrrha.
We're aware.
But I cannot promise you that the things I will ask you to do will not go against the laws of Pyrrha. Sometimes.
All the laws, I'm not. I just don't want to hurt. I just don't
Laws.
want to hurt people legally. We're in a legal gray area all the fucking time.
Yeah.
I can promise you this. I will ask you to murder no person of Pyrrhan association.
That's a gray area too. 'Cause
Basically,
it's so-
I just don't want to murder innocent people. Well, other than when I feed on almost dead people.
Innocent people.
Hey, we don't know what happened to that guy. He could have turned. He probably did, but he could have turned.
You specifically know that you are not capable of turning other vampires, Bucky.
Well, fuck.
But you're a good actor. And you fooled the rest of the Vipers.
Can I roll for persuasion? Or wait, what would that be?
Yeah, it'd be persuasion.
Get it? Or
performance.
performance or persuasion?
I'm ignoring most of Bucky's rant anyway.
Or deception. Since I
However
know
you want to do it,
can't-
buddy. I think it's all the same anyway.
Okay. Well, I have different modifiers for each deception or persuasion. That's why I want to know.
Oh, weird. Yeah, lie to me, baby.
So deceive. Okay. Got a 15.
You sort of maybe believe that it was innocent, that the person that Bucky fed on deserved it, but you guys know for real.
Him. Yeah, okay.
I believe him wholeheartedly.
So what's your thoughts, Skiel? What are you gonna do?
Skiel's not going to take it. He's going to respectfully decline.
He's not gonna take it anymore.
But mostly because his love is solely
Machinery.
Yeah, dedicated to the study and continuation of his craft.
Okay. That's fair. And the queen nods her bee head and she says, that is fair. And you, dwarf? Buckenwald? Anvil-arm? Buckenwald J. Anvil-arm?
The 49th.
We've met your dad. He has a different name. He can't be the 49th.
Kush. I'm gonna kind of glance down at my weapon and then look at her. Do I have a choice?
Absolutely, you have a choice. I would not force my patronage upon anybody. If you do not...
Yeah, what if I say no? I'm not giving up the weapon.
I wouldn't take that weapon back anyway. At this point, like I said, it's been sullied by the outside world.
Been tainted.
At this point, I would wash my hands of you and I would hand you to the devil who you also wrote a contract with and broke an agreement with. At this point, I kept him away.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to look at Skiel, look at Ptyrl, look at Xoasin, and look down, take a deep breath, and just, well, being a warlock sounds kind of cool. Fire and brimstone don't do good things to my skin, so.
He turns to you, Ptyrl.
Before you bless me upon my with your pact, I should share with you an interesting fact.
Hey, you're a poet and you didn't even know you were rhyming those words.
Yeah, I actually didn't intentionally do that.
It was good though.
The common deer can jump higher than the average house. This is because the average house cannot jump.
He begins to vibrate. She kind of cocks her bee head to the side.
I'm kind of starting to unsheathe my weapon.
Her wings start to vibrate a little bit. And she says, "Oh?"
Yes.
That was stupid.
No, she hates jokes. And Ptyrl remembered.
Oh. Well, did you know that 4 to 5?
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. Bucky, you're dead. You died. Everything about you's just
damn
dead.
it. Goodbye, everyone. I'm dead.
Goodbye. All right. So what's your thought, Ptyrl? Was that your reply? Was the joke? Is that your final answer to her?
No, my final answer was a yes. I said, but before she were to bestow it on me, I was going to tell her that joke.
Oh, okay.
Now she's gonna make you do fucked up shit.
Out of character? Kind of hope so.
All right. She motions.
In character, it's because Tyrl's kind of an asshole. He knows she doesn't like jokes, but he wasn't going to expressly say a knock joke.
Who's there? She asks Skiel, you, and Xoasin to leave the castle for a minute.
Wait, Bucky's staying. Bucky's getting his.
Skiel and Xoasin. I said leave the castle.
I thought you said Skiel, you and Xoasin.
Yeah, I thought you said you, Skiel, and Xoasin talking to Ptyrl.
Yeah, I was confused as well.
I thought I was about to get smited down.
I think my computer stuttered for a second because I got the little blue spinny circle.
The blue spinny circle of death.
I think everybody died.
Yeah.
And then the door shuts and locks behind you.
Gasp!
Not the bees!
The bees!
Not the bees! Ah! I'm Nick Cage!
So she reaches a hand out to each of you.
A handout.
And Lilac...
You didn't say there was going to be any reading.
I was gonna...
It's a pamphlet.
I was kind of hoping for a hand job, but you know.
She's a bee person. It stings.
I want to know what Lilac thought of that factoid.
Lilac stifled a giggle. Lilac's been stifling giggles the entire time. She thinks you guys are just the best. I forgot, I described this last time, but I forgot to reinforce it this time. She is dressed like you, Ptyrl. She's not covered in buttons. Yeah. She's dressed like you. She's wearing like a little gi and a little robe and whatever it is you're wearing.
She wants the D.
She wants the T.
She looks up to you.
Yeah, because she's short.
I hate you guys. You move up to the queen. I assume, with her hands outstretched,
with arms wide open.
Well, I wouldn't do outstretched. I'd do whatever she told me to.
One hand is reaching out to each of you.
Okay. I take one, and I guess I assume a kneeling position.
Okay.
I don't know how it works. I'm not a magic user.
Yeah,
Bucky, do you take her hand?
I'm gonna.
Do you take the hand of your new patron, Queen Hazel of the Three Wood, the Bee Queen?
Sure.
I could make it a 4-wood.
Yeah, 5-wood. Fae wood.
All right, you guys are immediately swarmed by bees as she just turns into like a huge fucking thing of bees and just like covers you guys. Xoasin's peeking through the window and he's like, "I fucking knew it. She turned into a bee."
She literally. I'm gonna post a GIF of my reaction in the Discord. So.
Okay, you immediately start screaming, "Not the bees!"
I just turn into Nick Cage for a second.
Yeah.
I'm.
Hey, that's
not
Nick
worried.
Cage in a cage.
Yeah, this is I assume, Ptyrl, that you kind of slip into your monk training just a little bit here and you sort of just focus on your breathing as these bees, and as they leave you feel lighter and more connected to the Feywild, and you see the adoration for the queen in front of you, and you don't see this bee head anymore. You see the face of a beautiful woman, of whatever persuasion you would like. She's very beautiful to you. So Bucky, she looks like Chris Farley as the lunch lady.
What? What?
I don't know. The lunch lady. The lunch lady. I was trying to think of a lunch lady.
Where the fuck did that come from?
Okay, so you guys now gain a level in Warlock.
Woo.
You have to take Archfey as your focus.
Hooray!
On top of that, everybody gains a level in whatever class they want. So Skiel, you're an Artificer. You gain a level in Artificer if you want. Xoasin's going to gain a level. And then Ptyrl and Buckenwald, you guys can now also take a level in your main class, or you can take another level in Warlock.
Okay.
I think me
So,
taking 2
basically
levels in
after
Warlock
this
would be
session, we're leveling
absolutely
up.
fucking stupid. Because anything I cast is just going to be absolutely fucking worthless.
I mean, I feel like I'm doing really good on my normal self right now.
You have a high charisma, though. You might, some of those Warlock
You'd be-
spells with your high charisma could be good.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do the Warlock thing.
Yeah, my charisma is 8.
You don't have to tell us
arm
you
around
have a
Ptyrl
low
and be like,
charisma.
"Listen here, boy. This is how you
I don't have the
get all the
riz.
charisma." And be like, "Listen here, Ptyrl. This is how you get the riz."
This is how you become the Rizzler. Okay, so the door unlocks
You
and
fellow kids.
flies open. No, actually, it doesn't do that yet. I forgot something. The bees unswarm from you, and you now feel this love for her, for the queen.
Oh.
And she turns to you and she says, so now I have your first mission for you. This is important. I understand that you have a friend in jail, and I can help you with that. I can show you a vision of where he is at. In exchange, I need you to go to the city of Steelen on the continent of Iranid.
We're there.
After you go to Helen's.
Okay. Well, yeah. Helen. We're still trying to get to Helen's. I forgot about that.
You guys are writing this down, right?
Oh.
There's somebody in Steelen who is controlling. There is a cult in Steelen that is mind controlling somebody. Steelin.
Ooh, he's stealing.
Steelen.
That's the name of the city, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Cult of some sort of nonsense. Mind control.
All right, so that's a map of Iranid if it popped up for you guys. Steelen is kind of hidden, the words, for some reason, because I couldn't get the maps to not be shitty. Steelen is kind of near the mountain range, yeah.
I see it. So it's not out of the way.
Not super out of the way. Depending on where you guys come into Iranid from, like if you come from the south where Zarchester is, that's where if you guys took the boat, you would have come in on. Did we ever figure out where the fuck we ended up? No, you guys still don't know where you are at this point.
Okay. We should have just waited for the ship, damn it.
I imagine that Skiel would roll his eyes very dramatically at that because Remington's been suggesting that the entire time. She says there's a cult in Steelen that is controlling somebody. They're mind controlling somebody. I don't have the trust in you yet to reveal exactly what's going on. Needless to say, I need this cult broken up. They're a very high-level cult. They are in the highest levels of government.
Ooh, espionage.
It's not the,
Is this just Hydra?
Well, is it the fucking, the frog guys? Whose names I cannot fucking remember right now.
The Slotty?
Yes!
Ooh.
Who be
Are you
rolling?
rolling your hit points?
Who be rolling, though?
Skiel, you're currently outside with the door locked.
Yeah, I know. I'm just...
But somebody can repeat that question. If
I'm just
metagaming
a little bit.
If it's the Slotty.
I'm repeating the... Is it the... would it happen to be the Slod?
Slaughter involved, yes. The Slod have...
We've dealt with this before.
Gotten into the highest levels of government and are allowing this cult. I will tell you, the cult is controlling the Queen of Orkinray. The cult is mind controlling the Queen of Orkinray to continue the war with your country. I want this cult stopped and the mind of the Queen of Orkinray freed.
And this would possibly lead to the end of the war.
That is my thought as well.
Well, sounds like we have some espionage to take care of. What do you think of that, Ptyrl?
I'm in.
I mean, so, okay, I can't fully remember. What is Xoasin's opinion on Orkinray? I'm trying to think if because he would, I feel like he would be in on this. Like, even if it weren't for the fact that it was for the Feywild, he would overall be okay with this goal.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
And at this point, you guys don't have a leader, and now it's 2 of you versus 1 of Xoasin.
Yeah.
So you guys have kind of made the decision of where to go. Unless Xoasin just completely fucks off from the striking vipers, he's kind of in with you guys now.
Yeah.
Was my thought anyway.
Yeah. I mean, but I'm seeing just wins here. I so far I have not seen any. I'm not seeing a downside to anything that has happened yet, which scares me.
Yeah, definitely. There's no downsides at all. Everything's great.
Fuck you, Brandon.
You can't hear it
The
right
door-
now, but there's like ominous music playing.
The door swings open. Skiel, you're standing at the door, and the smoke has dissipated now from Xoasin's cigarette, and the bees come out, and they start to spiral around, but they're not attacking you. They're kind of spiraling around in a pattern of like, yay, celebration bees.
Yay, celebration bees. I love celebration bees.
Xoasin sits here, staring out into the water, and it looks like he's talking to a shrub.
Not a shrub.
Talking very animatedly to a shrub, but in whispers. They're having a conversation about something that I'll tell Ethan later.
Okay.
And you guys... Skiel, you can come back in if you want. You guys are all healed up. We're going to end here in just a minute. Are there any loose ends that I need to tie up that I haven't mentioned? You guys are at full health. Oh, you need to know where you're at.
Yeah. Where are we, and where are we going to be sent to? Because we've been trying to get to Helen's for a bit now, and we're kind of tired of just, going blindly into everything.
Lilac, like the flower, begins laughing hard and like rolling on the floor and kicking her legs. He says, "You idiots, you are in Helen's. You were in Helen's already.
What?
That's where that tower was. You're outside of Helen's."
But then what the fuck was the undead horde?
They have a field of undead for like school and stuff, like the college and stuff. They train and they make undead and they shoot them and stuff.
And we...
I said we'd take you to Helen's, and we did take you to Helen's. You were at Helen's.
So tired of all this nonsense.
Skiel goes somehow activated.
With the bell.
Oh.
So we're going to take you back right where they are. There's that big monster coming out at you with the light. You're going to have to talk to the monster, and he'll be mean, but it might be okay. And then from there, you can go to Helen's. It's not very far.
Why can't we just go to Helen's, like, directly?
Because that's not how it works. And then she laughs.
So we gain 1 level, yes?
If you do not become a warlock, then yes, you gain 1 level.
Okay. So
If you become a warlock, you gain 2. 1 warlock level, and then 1 level of whatever you want.
okay.
Can we do that in the VTT, or do we have to do that on D&D Beyond?
Probably better to do it on D&D Beyond, because then it can
You could
update.
do it in the VTT, though. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I usually will update everybody from D&D Beyond, so
Okay.
probably best to do it from there before we
So-
actually start.
Someone will have to help me walk through doing that to my character. on
There,
D&D
you
Beyond.
don't really get a whole lot. Level
You get
13.
Eldritch Blast.
Well, level 13 and 14. Wow, that's true. You're getting a new class.
Yeah. And I was just going to put both of them into Warlock.
Eldritch Blast gives you a ranged attack.
Yep.
Charisma-based ranged attack for a D8.
Yep. It's pretty fucking
Which is
handy.
pretty good.
Pretty fucking,
Okay.
especially with your high
Charisma.
charisma. Mhm.
You know what's funny is I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was like, I think the only person who's going to take the Warlock Pact is going to be Skiel.
Oh,
So
really?
it surprises me that you did not. Yeah. I thought that because you're just kind of borrowing an NPC from me, you'd be a little looser with it. I didn't think if you were playing a character of your own, you would.
Uh-huh.
So you're playing Skiel as your own character, and I appreciate that.
Well, it's mostly because like I've never played a warlock before either. But I've never played an artificer. I still have very little understanding of how it works. So I'm trying to keep it pure just so I don't muddy up what I'm trying to learn.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, so with that, the queen, hold on. She's going to click at you.
Not clicking.
How many times does she click?
Not the clicking. Ah.
Ptyrl, do you remember how many clicks to give?
4.
She
18 and a
says,
How many clicks did you do?
I had to pull up my notes.
How many clicks did you do?
I'm not there yet. She says before she clicks.
Yeah, shut up, man.
But how
But
many clicks did she do?
how many clicks was it?
She tells you that she will be in touch. Find this cult in Steelen. Look for... I will be in touch as far as more information. Go to Steelen, look for a cult. We'll start from there. And then she clicks 6 times. Click, 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 click.
5.
So I pound on
So he curtsy.
Spidey's head. Wait.
Yes.
So I pound
you're
on
right, 5
Spidey's head
times.
5 times and then curtsy.
Okay.
That's what we do.
All right, yeah. She seems very pleased by that. Lilac starts doing crazy-ass karate moves and using her wings to, like, fly around. She's not very good, Ptyrl, but you can tell she's putting her heart into it. And then she says, follow me. We'll just go back to where we came from. You guys will go back down the toilet. The loo, as we call it.
Can we not?
How else are you going to get out of here? She seems genuinely confused.
Skiel makes like a fucking rocket.
Skiel's just fucking gone.
Echelon
I don't wanna
striding
get the
right the fuck out of there.
I don't want to go back in the shit.
Fire coming out of fucking Spidey's butt as he
Yeah,
rockets
Badungus.
across the water.
It's Badungus.
It's Badungus.
I hate you.
Is Badungus?
Xoasin molds Earth back, and he's not very happy. You can tell he's not happy by this whole thing. And to remind everybody listening and watching, Xoasin has partaken of nothing from the Feywild. So I just want that clear for whenever he comes back.
Yeah.
And he better not be like, no, I totally would have taken a level in Warlock.
Because if he does, he's dead to us.
He's fired from it.
He's fired from
Fired.
D&D.
He's gonna be striking fire.
He'll be all bloodied.
Bucky, I'm moving you into the toilet.
I don't want to go in the toilet.
Too bad.
Tyrl, you're toileting too.
Okay.
Toileting.
I'm
like it's a
deciding
bird.
cantrips and
Okay. Yeah, we're wrapping up here anyway. So you guys
Figured it out.
go back down the toilet, I assume?
Yep.
Or unless you want to just hang out here. We're going to take you back to Tower Main, where you are here.
Yay. So I'd be a level 2 in Warlock is what I'd switch to.
yeah, it's at the bottom of your character sheet.
Otherworldly patron.
The
Archfey.
Archfey. Yeah.
Oh, ignore the Ice Devil. No, you don't ignore the Ice Devil. You come back to an Ice Devil.
Ah!
Packed magic. Okay. I'll have to figure Fey presence. 2 Eldritch Invocations. What are those?
Oh, there's some cool stuff with Warlock. You just kind of gotta...
Eldritch.
Oh, he's got the old art.
It'll
Yeah,
probably
dragon here.
update.
You...
Yeah, I think it's
I'll be right back. I have to go
weird
to the
that it's
bathroom.
resetting the sizing. So
I think it just something that it does. I think I remember in Larry's campaign that there was some weird stuff when you switch from scenes.
yeah.
So it ain't perfect.
Because, yeah, his size should be... I don't even see where his size is. Yeah, his size should be small, so his token should be small.
Oh, baby.
Which is... what, 0.75?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
But
Okay, so this is something that all of the warlocks get at first level. Your patron bestows upon you the ability to project the beguiling and fearsome presence of the Fae. As an action, you can cause each creature in a 10-foot cube originating from you to make a wisdom saving throw against your warlock spell save DC. The creatures that fail their saving throws are all charmed or frightened by you, your choice, until the end of your next turn.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Yeah, so you can charm or frighten people with your warlock spell save DC. So probably not great for you, Ptyrl, but you get fairy fire and sleep, which is cool, right?
I
Yeah.
can take those. That's just expanded spells.
Okay.
You can cast silent image.
All right, so we're done.
You guys emerge from the toilet. You follow your path in reverse. You come out through the basement. You peek your head out onto the first floor. There's not actually an ice devil there. There's still the glowing green light of the green campfire that was here before. That's why it's glowing green in this room right now.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear pounding on the door. Light is flooding in through the windows, a very bright light from every angle flooding in. It's almost like daylight right now, even though it's actually nighttime outside. You can hear undead running. Some are pounding against the doorways. Xoasin quickly moves to this door and locks it, and you hear pounding. Hey, stop it. Sorry. What fucking was
Cat stream. Get the
Cat
cat.
stream. Meow meow. Yeah, and then there's like a minute of just undead running past windows and running from this light.
Oh.
And then there is silence for a moment. Bucky, you hide in the basement instinctively because this light's going to burn you to death, my friend. This is like
Okay.
holy radiant light.
Okay.
You recognize this. So I guess if you want to stand and just bathe in the holy radiant light and die, you can.
No, I want to fuck off.
This is
somewhere
Bucky's
into a sector
final
I'm not-
moment is
Buckenwald is just cursed now. I'm just gonna go over here and like
Okay.
a gamer when his mom opens the curtains.
Mom, no. All right, and then there's silence. The light dims to kind of like a pleasant glow coming through the window. Yeah, nice.
Okay, this is gonna be a hard choice.
And then you hear from this
Oh.
doorway right here, knock, 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 knock. Somebody politely knocking on the door, and that's where we will end it.
Okay. Knocking, knocking, knocking on heaven's door.
Oh, there's also a door over here.
Prerequisite Eldritch Blast cantrip.
Cat stream.
Oh.
Okay, well then I will close the map.
Are we muted?
Nope.
Damn it.
Mhm.
Mute
Say
me.
goodbye
Mute
first.
me, Daddy. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, Daddy.
Hi, everybody.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Oh, goodbye.
Wow,
Hey,
that's
canceled.
canceled. All right, you guys are muted. Shut up. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching, showing up. Mama Fox, Heavy No More, Fuckface John. Still, there was somebody named Fuckface John. Yeah, he just put little eyeballs in the chat, and then I don't think I ever saw him again. So. He's a wanderer, that's right. Yep. All right. If you'd like to see more, we should be back next Sunday around 6:30, 7 o'clock. It's usually between 6:30 and 7:15 is when we go live. And then, we got a little starting soon screen for like 5-10 minutes just to make sure that people have a chance to get the notifications. And then you can just come right on in here and just make a little tiny little way in here, and it'll be fine. All right. Everybody have a good night, and we'll see ya next time.